Hi friends, happy Thursday. I'm going to try to get this video done before like all my sunlight's gone because it is evening time and it is winter time. So the sun and the light goes fast. All right. And look at our title, The Light Within. Aww. I know that I carry the light of Christ, the light of heaven, the light of the kingdom, all that within me. And it's interesting that I was talking about the light and not losing the light, but we never lose our light within us if we choose not. So I love that. All right. Song of Songs 1:5 is our verse. Another long one. The Shulamite says this: Jerusalem maidens, in this twilight darkness, I know I am so unworthy, so in need. So she's reflecting on herself, her state of the way she sees herself. The Shepherd King, Jesus, says to her / us, yet you are so lovely. I love, there's several times in this book, this poem, this song, whatever, that he says that. His response back to her is how he sees her. And so we can come to God however we see ourselves, however we feel, whatever feels true in the moment, but he's going to say what is truthful. He's going to say what's true of us, how he sees us. And so I love that in this moment, she's like, I'm so in need. I'm so unworthy. I'm so this. I'm dark. She talks about later. She feels like she's the tents. She looks like the tents or the curtains. I think it's the tent of Kedar. And it represents darkness and this whole thing. But that's how she sees herself. But then Jesus looks at her and he says, yet you are so beautiful. So like we can feel whatever we feel, but the truth of who we are needs to come from the one who created us, and Jesus, he was part of creating us too, but the one who pursues us. Like if you ever felt so icky about yourself, but then someone else, your spouse or a friend or something, they're like, but you're so beautiful, you're so this, you're so that. They're seeing the true you. And it feels so refreshing. Like the weight's lifted when somebody tells you that. Grasp that in this, okay? So then the Shulamite says, again, so she says, I feel so unworthy, so in need. Jesus says, yet you are so lovely. She says back, I feel as dark and dry as the desert tents of the wandering nomads. There's a lot of symbolism in that, but we're not going to go into that right now. We're just going to reflect on what this means. Her view of herself versus his accurate view of her, and how that parallels us. Loving Jesus will eventually lead to a revelation of our own condition. When purity and holiness are the cry of our hearts, God, in his great mercy and tender affection, will reveal the areas that need our attention. Nothing is hidden from his sight. And so I love that he reflects back to her. Like it says, he'll reveal the areas that need our attention. What needed her attention is the fact that she's beautiful. She was seeing herself inappropriate. He needed to shed some light on this so that she could, on her identity, who she is, how she needs to see herself. That needed her attention. He wanted to shed a little light, shine a little light right there. Oh, that's my doggy. So that she could be about that too. I love that. He helps us see what needs to come alive. Recognizing our weaknesses isn't a call for guilt and condemnation. Instead, it's an invitation for true repentance. Repentance means to change your mind. So a lot of times we need to change our mind about ourselves. We need to see ourselves, think about ourselves the right way. Where we come face to face with our great need for God. We need him to show us how we need to see ourselves, what mindset we need to have, what we need to think about. Like that's really where we need him. So we know what is true, what to focus on, what to, it's not the word I want to use, but like what to obsess about, what to dwell on. The right things, the true things of him. In exchange for the yoke of guilt, fear, and religious duty, So in exchange of that, we don't want that. Jesus offers us the yoke of holy union. And we read about that also in Matthew 11:28 through 30 in the New Testament. So this is Jesus coming to her in the Old Testament, and he, talks about all of this again in different, deeper ways in the New Testament. He wants us to be yoked to him, his ways, his truth, the way he sees us. Like, that's what he wants us yoked to. We get yoked to all kind of stuff that's not even anywhere close to what we need to be yoked to. Religious duty, big time. No, we don't need to yoke to that. We need to yoke to him. Okay, where was I? He sets us free from every sin and bondage. No amount of obedience or adherence to religious law can make us righteous. The law actually came to point that out. The law didn't come so that we could be oppressed by it, or that we just live our life just striving to keep the law. The law came to show us that we need Jesus. We need to attach ourselves to him. And then the rest is just like, we're going to be obedient by nature because we love him so much and want to be with him and be about him. So like the obedience is going to be almost like a side effect, a happy side effect. To fully yield our lives to Jesus is to be emptied of self-confidence and selfish ambition. We are totally dependent upon him, and so then our confidence comes from him. Our ambition, like everything comes from him. And it's pure and it's true and it's sincere and it's still very much there, but it's there in such a better, more powerful, more authoritative, more restful way. There is such freedom in knowing that even in our darkness, he is the light within. He is the light that is shining out of us. Anytime somebody says like we're glowing or, we're going to shine the light, it's his light that's coming out of us. I love that. Here's our prayer. Father, I need you. Even when I try to do everything right, to live with pure motives, and to walk humbly before you, I still mess up. I'm so grateful that you see me through the eyes of mercy and compassion. Let the fire of your love burn away everything that doesn't look like you. And I love that it says this, when I try to do everything right, to live with pure motives and to walk humbly before you, I mess up. When we try to do that in our own strength, it's going to be really hard. It's going to be impossible to sustain. And he knows that. And that's the whole point. He wants to be the one so inside of us, so lighting us up, that we just naturally choose the right thing, because it's him in us helping us do that. Our love for him helps us choose the right thing. That way it's not in our strength. It's just us naturally, restfully, lovingly choosing the right thing, because we didn't do it by ourselves. We did it from him, with him, because of him. It makes a really, really big difference. The pressure's off at that point, and like it's not, I didn't conjure all this up and have to continue it all by myself. It's from him, with him. I can do it again and again and again because he's right there with me to help me. All right. And yay, I did it before the sun went down. Woohoo! The light within. So I hope this was helpful and uplifting. I hope you learned something new. Or if you didn't learn something new, I hope God planted a new seed of something that he's going to water through all of this adventure and journeying together. And if you know somebody that would be encouraged by this, or they maybe they've been struggling with something, that was mentioned in this video, and you're like, ooh, I want to tag them in this. I want to share this with them. Do that. And if you just want to share the video in general, you're welcome to do that as well. And I will see y'all tomorrow.